Hey, thanks for tuning in to this free demo mini class. I'm Dave Berman. I'm a life and laughter coach, and I've created 50 full-length mini classes that are available for you here in this archive, or you can start with the intro set of 10. And this video is to introduce you to a couple of the concepts, just a few places to start to kind of pique your curiosity, to create space for you to start having insights, your own realizations about the powerful potential of looking in this direction, the direction being inside, where you've already got everything you need. Things like resilience and confidence, creativity and spontaneity, playfulness, curiosity, and yeah, even your laughter. It's inside you. It's been there your entire life. I mean, whether it's laughing because something's funny or choosing to laugh on purpose, your body doesn't know the difference. You're going to get a whole lot of health benefits. But when we take this approach, this intentional, unconditional laughter approach, what comes about is this space for insight, this realization of what laughter's life lessons have to offer us and how we can connect more deeply, more easily to these birthrights of resilience and spontaneity and so on. So let's have an experience that will start to illustrate to you in a way that you can feel for yourself the truth of this. We're going to do what I call 5 split ha's. Ooh, a name. Big deal. What we're going to do is take a deep breath in, and then we're going to make a long, slow exhale with the sound of ha. And we'll do it again. We'll divide that into 2 sounds of ha, then 3 and 4 and 5, and before you know it, we're going to be completely laughing on purpose. So join me now, taking a deep breath in. Ha. Nice and relaxing, yeah? Keep the face in the shape of a smile. You'll feel that too. Let's do it again, dividing that sound of ha into 2. Ha, ha. Making the exhale longer than the inhale naturally relaxes the body. Let's go for 3 now. Ha, ha, ha. Pushing all the air out of the lungs to get a full and complete exhale. Now going for 4 of them. Ha, 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 ha. Noticing the diaphragm going up and down, which is pumping the lymphatic system, which is one of the ways we support our immune system. And now going all out with 5 sounds of ha on our long, slow exhale. Let's breathe in together. Ha, 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 ha. It can be hard to keep it to just 5, but I assure you, you could try to do that over and over, divide into 6 and 12 and however many, and it's all good for you. And when you laugh this way, it turns into real laughter. And if it feels awkward or uncomfortable, that's okay. It doesn't really matter how you feel. This is one of laughter's life lessons, actually. If you've got a public speaking engagement and you're nervous, you can still go on stage and give that speech, even if you're nervous. If somebody tells you a joke and you don't get it at first, and then it kicks in, the laughter that's already inside you will just spontaneously start to come out. If it's cloudy today, you don't wonder if the sun has disappeared and gone forever. Even if it's raining for a whole week or a whole month, you would never get so tricked by your mind into thinking that the sun has vanished forever. You have a deep knowing that the sun is still there, and it's just that it's behind the clouds. Sometimes you see the sun and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you see what's funny about a joke and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you see how your thoughts are creating your experience, your emotions and feelings, and sometimes you don't. And that's okay. When you're nervous before a public speaking engagement, You may or may not realize in that moment that your thoughts are responsible, but that MC introduces you and it's your time on stage, and you go out there and you talk. And it doesn't matter how you feel. We don't have to do anything to make ourselves feel a certain way. Even laughter. You don't have to laugh. It feels good, and that might inspire you to do it. It's got health benefits, improving our immune system and circulation, lowering our cortisol, all sorts of ways that laughter is really good for us, especially now. But you don't have to do it for that reason either. It's just a learning vehicle. All of these mini classes invite you to laugh in various ways, but they point to laughter for the source of wisdom that's already inside you, these insights that you can discover and realize on your own about the nature of thought and feelings, about the nature of all the resources you need to be healthy and successful and experience this innate well-being that we're talking about. So sometimes it's easier and obvious to see this, and sometimes it's not, and that's perfectly okay, because just like that joke that we might not get right away, and then it clicks and we get it, it's sort of like an autocorrect mechanism, like our sense of humor was switched off and then suddenly it switched on. Well, we have this sort of self-correcting mechanism in lots of ways. We're born with it, you know, like if you have a cut on your arm, it's going to start to scab. Or your T cells are going to fight infection. Or if you hold your breath, you can't do it long enough to pass out or die. You're going to start gasping. If you try to stay awake too long, you're just going to fall asleep. These are all self-correcting mechanisms, just like realizing what was funny and laughing. Just like catching yourself when your thoughts trick you into blaming something from your past or something you're anticipating in the future for why you're feeling the way you are. Or maybe another person in your present situation or something in your circumstances. There's all manner of ways that our thoughts try to trick us into attributing our feelings to other things besides the nature of thought in this moment. And it doesn't matter how you feel, because it's that nature that's important to catch on to and bring awareness back to. That's really the only thing that changes. Our awareness goes up and down. We're seeing and we're not seeing the truth of where our experience is coming from and how we have these innate birthrights and well-being. So this self-correcting mechanism is built into us in so many ways, and before we experience the self-correction, we're just not seeing things clearly. It's a temporary, innocent misunderstanding to blame our past or future or anything outside of us, even in the present, for how we're feeling now. And then, in a moment, we see it more clearly. The autocorrect, the self-correcting mechanism kicks in. And we might even be amused at how our mind played a trick on us. So the self-correcting mechanism, seeing it and not seeing it, and knowing that our entire experience of innate well-being is generated from the inside out. These are a few of the really important baseline concepts that we dig much deeper into, along with a whole bunch of other ideas in these mini classes. So I invite you to get started with the starter set of 10, if that's where you're at, or dive deeper at the full collection of 50. And we'll laugh more and we'll learn more about what our birthrights offer us and why we sometimes feel like we can't do something, and then we discover, oh, it was easy. Laughing on purpose becomes easy, and if it's currently awkward, it's just a thought letting you know, oh, I don't think I can do this. Don't believe everything you think. You know, thoughts are inevitable, but believing them is optional. Laughter is the sound of joyful breathing. Laughter is a form of exercise. Laughter is a learning platform, rich and valuable as a source of self-discovery. And that's what we're after in these mini classes. So I invite you to purchase the starter set of 10 or the full collection of 50, and I'll see you inside the members area of davebermancoaching.com. I welcome your questions about this video or any of the others that you'll watch when you purchase the collections. And if you want to dive deeper one-on-one, that's what my life and laughter coaching is about, to see the implications of learning these life lessons and how they just sort of show up and make problems disappear. They stop us looking outside for the answers, and they always turn us back inside. This is an inside-out understanding of life and laughter. That's what all these mini classes are about. So I hope we'll get to connect around what you take from it, your own insights. Thanks for watching.